My girlfriend casually said. It's a girls-only trip. Don't be clingy. I went quiet. Later, I saw her photos on Instagram. Her smiles were with someone else. I cut off all contact. 3 days later, I got a message from her best friend. Do you even know what happened to your girlfriend? I replied, what? My name's Andrew. I'm 28. Been working as a logistics coordinator for a mid-sized shipping company in Dallas for the past 4 years. Decent money, stable hours, nothing glamorous. The kind of job where you solve other people's problems all day and come home too tired to deal with your own. I'd been dating Kimberly for 2 years. Met her at a mutual friend's barbecue. She was a graphic designer, worked freelance mostly, had that creative energy that made everything feel a little more exciting. We weren't perfect, but we were good. Or at least I thought we were. About 3 weeks ago, she mentioned this trip. Girls' weekend to Austin. Her college friends were getting together, something they did once a year. I didn't think much of it. I told her to have fun, even offered to drive her to the airport. Then came that line. It's a girls-only trip. Don't be clingy. The way she said it felt off. Like she was preemptively shutting down a conversation I wasn't even trying to have. I just nodded and let it go. But something sat heavy in my chest for the rest of that week. The days leading up to her trip were normal enough on the surface. We had dinner together Wednesday night, Thai takeout on the couch, some true crime documentary playing in the background. She seemed distracted, checking her phone more than usual. When I asked if everything was okay, she smiled and said, yeah, just coordinating with the girls. Thursday night, I helped her pack. She was throwing clothes into her suitcase, trying on different outfits, asking my opinion. I remember sitting on the edge of our bed, watching her hold up 2 different dresses. Which one? She asked. The blue one. You always look good in blue. She smiled, tossed it into the suitcase, then grabbed the black one too. I'll bring both, just in case. In case of what? I don't know. Different vibes for different places, I guess. That should have been my first clue. She was overthinking this trip way more than usual. Update 1. Friday morning, she left. Kissed me at the door, told me she'd text when she landed. She did. A quick, made it safe red heart around noon. Then nothing for hours. I wasn't the type to check her social media obsessively. I trusted her. But that evening, I was scrolling through Instagram, just killing time after work, and her story popped up. First photo, her and 3 other women at some rooftop bar, drinks in hand, city lights behind them. Normal. Expected. Second photo, same group, but now there was a guy. Tall, clean cut, arm casually draped over Kimberly's shoulder. She was leaning into him, laughing at something. The kind of laugh I used to get. I stared at that photo for a solid minute. Told myself I was overreacting. Maybe it was someone's boyfriend. Maybe it was just a random guy photobombing. I put my phone down, tried to watch TV, couldn't focus. I texted my friend Jordan around 8. Is it weird if your girlfriend posts pictures with some random dude on a girl's trip? He called me immediately. What do you mean random dude? I don't know, man. She's in Austin with her friends, and there's this guy in her Instagram story. Arm around her. Did you ask her about it? Not yet. Ask her, dude. Don't sit there spiraling. He was right. I texted Kimberly. Hey, having fun? Who's the guy in your story? No response. By midnight, I checked again. New story. Different bar. Same guy. This time his hand was on her waist. They were taking a selfie together, both smiling at the camera. The caption, reunited dizzy. Reunited? What the hell did that mean? I didn't sleep that night. I kept checking my phone, waiting for a response that never came. At 3 in the morning, I was lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, running through every possible explanation. Maybe it was an ex. Maybe it was someone she'd been talking to behind my back. Maybe I'd been an idiot this whole time. Saturday morning, I texted her again. Hey, how's it going? No response until 3 in the afternoon. Good. Super busy. Talk later. That was it. No details, no warmth. Just a brush off. I called her that evening. Straight to voicemail. Called again an hour later. Same thing. Jordan told me to calm down. That maybe she was just caught up with her friends and would explain everything when she got back. But I couldn't shake the feeling that something was very wrong. Sunday morning, she posted a photo. Breakfast spot, outdoor seating, her and that same guy sitting across from each other. Pancakes and coffee on the table. The caption, best weekend ever glowing star. I felt like I'd been punched in the stomach. Best weekend ever? She couldn't respond to my texts, couldn't answer my calls, but she had time to post couple-looking photos with some guy I'd never heard of? I didn't text, didn't call. I just blocked her number, blocked her on Instagram, blocked her everywhere. If she wanted to explain, she knew where I lived. I wasn't going to sit around begging for answers while she paraded this guy around online. The rest of Sunday was a blur. I tried to distract myself, cleaned the apartment, went to the gym, watched a movie I didn't pay attention to. Jordan came over that evening with pizza and beer. You really blocked her? He asked. Yeah. Man, that's pretty extreme. What if there's an explanation? Then she can come explain it to my face. I'm not playing games. He didn't argue, just handed me another beer and changed the subject. Update 2. Monday, I went back to work like nothing had happened. Answered emails, coordinated shipments, dealt with the usual nonsense. My coworker Sarah noticed something was off. You good? She asked during lunch. Yeah, just tired. You look like you haven't slept in 3 days. Something like that. She didn't push, which I appreciated. I wasn't ready to talk about it yet. The whole thing still felt surreal, like maybe I'd wake up and realize I'd overreacted to nothing. Monday night, I got a message request on Instagram from someone named Lauren. I didn't recognize the name, but the profile picture showed a woman who looked vaguely familiar, blonde, maybe early 30s, one of those faces you've seen in group photos, but never actually met. I opened it. Do you even know what happened to your girlfriend? I stared at the message for a few seconds before typing back. What? 3 dots appeared immediately. This is Lauren, Kimberly's friend from college. We need to talk. Call me. She sent her number. I called. Andrew. Her voice was shaky, like she'd been crying or was about to start. Yeah. What's going on? She exhaled like she'd been holding her breath. Kimberly's in the hospital. My stomach dropped. Everything around me went quiet. What? What happened? She got attacked. Saturday night. Some guy tried to rob her outside a club. She fought back, and he hit her pretty hard. She's got a concussion, broken nose, bruised ribs. They kept her overnight for observation, and she's still here. I couldn't speak. My brain was trying to catch up, trying to make sense of what she was saying. She's been asking for you, Lauren continued. She keeps saying your name, keeps asking why you won't answer. But when we try to call you, it went straight to voicemail. Did you block her? Yeah, I did. Why? Because I saw her Instagram. I saw her with some guy. Multiple times. It looked like she was cheating on me. Lauren was quiet for a moment. Then she said, slowly, like she was choosing her words carefully. That was her cousin, Andrew. Tyler. He flew in from Phoenix as a surprise. He's gay. He's been with his boyfriend for 6 years. The words hit me like a truck. What? She wanted to introduce you two eventually, but he surprised her Friday night at the hotel. She had no idea he was coming. That's why she was with him all weekend. She thought it would be a fun surprise to tell you about when she got back. She was planning this whole dinner thing where you'd finally meet him. I sat down on my couch, hand over my face. Oh my God, she's been crying for 2 days, Andrew. She thinks you dumped her because you didn't want to deal with her getting hurt. She thinks you saw she was in the hospital and ghosted her. She doesn't know you blocked her before any of this happened. I didn't know. I blocked her Saturday afternoon. Before anything happened to her. Well, she doesn't know that. She thinks you abandoned her when she needed you most. I felt like I was going to throw up. Which hospital? Seton Medical Center. Room 412. I grabbed my keys and was out the door in under a minute. Update 3. The drive to the hospital took 20 minutes, but felt like hours. I kept replaying everything in my head. Every photo, every unanswered text, every assumption I'd made. Tyler was her cousin. Gay. Had a boyfriend. And I'd blocked her because I was too insecure and stupid to just ask a simple question. I got to the hospital around 10 at night. Visiting hours were technically over, but I convinced the nurse at the desk that I was family. She looked at me skeptically, then at her computer screen, then back at me. You're Andrew? Yeah. She's been asking about you. Room 412, down the hall, take a left. The hallway was long and quiet, just the hum of fluorescent lights and the occasional beep of a machine. My heart was pounding. I didn't know what I was going to say, didn't know if she'd even want to see me. I knocked softly on the door of room 412 and pushed it open. Kimberly was lying in the bed, her face bruised and swollen, a bandage across her nose, her left eye purple and half shut. There was an 4 in her arm, monitors beeping beside her. She turned her head toward the door, and when she saw me, her face crumpled. Andrew. Her voice broke on my name. I walked over, sat in the chair beside the bed. I'm here. You blocked me. she whispered, tears streaming down her cheeks. You left me. I thought. I stopped, swallowed hard. I thought you were cheating on me. I saw the photos with Tyler. I didn't know he was your cousin. I didn't know anything. She stared at me, her good eyes searching my face. You thought I'd do that to you? I didn't know what to think, Kim. You were distant all weekend. You barely texted back. And then I see you with some guy, over and over, and you're posting captions like reunited and best weekend ever. And I lost it. I was trying to make it a surprise, she said, voice shaking. Tyler wanted to meet you. He's heard so much about you. I was going to bring him over next weekend, make dinner, have you guys finally connect. I thought it would be fun. I thought you'd be happy. I put my head in my hands. I'm so sorry. You blocked me, Andrew. You didn't even ask. You just cut me off. Like I meant nothing. I know, and I'm so sorry. I should have talked to you. I should have called, should have waited for an explanation. I got in my own head, and I fucked up. I got jumped Saturday night, she interrupted, her voice going flat. This guy came out of nowhere outside the club, grabbed my purse. I didn't want to let go because my phone was in there, my wallet, everything. He punched me in the face. Twice. Knocked me down. I hit my head on the pavement. She touched the side of her head gently, wincing. Lauren and the others scared him off, but I was bleeding everywhere. They called an ambulance. I kept asking for my phone, kept saying I needed to call you. And when they finally got it working, when Lauren tried to call you, it went straight to voicemail. Over and over. Kim, I thought you didn't care, she said, her voice breaking again. I thought something I did made you stop loving me. I kept replaying the whole weekend in my head, trying to figure out what I did wrong. And I couldn't think of anything. I reached out, carefully took her hand. It was cold. I never stopped. I got scared and stupid, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. She squeezed my hand weakly. You hurt me, Andrew. Not just by blocking me, by not trusting me, by assuming the worst instead of just asking. I know. We sat there in silence for a while. The machines beeped softly. Somewhere down the hall, a door closed. A nurse walked past, glanced in, kept moving. Finally, she said, I don't know if I can do this. Do what? Us. If you're going to shut me out every time something looks wrong, if you're going to block me instead of talking to me, I can't live like that. I can't be with someone who doesn't trust me. I won't, I said quickly. I swear I won't. I'll talk to you. I'll ask questions. I won't just assume the worst and run. You better mean that. I do. I mean it more than anything. She looked at me for a long time, searching my face for something. Honesty, maybe, or proof that I wasn't going to do this again. Then she nodded, just barely. Okay, but if you ever pull something like this again, we're done. No second chances. I understand. I mean it, Andrew. One more stunt like this, and I'm gone. I won't. I promise. She closed her good eye, exhausted. I'm really tired. I'll let you sleep. No, she said quickly, gripping my hand tighter. Stay? Please. So I stayed. Final update. Kimberly stayed in the hospital for 2 more days. I took time off work, stayed with her as much as they'd let me. Brought her real food when she got tired of hospital meals. Read to her when she couldn't look at screens without getting headaches. Just sat with her when she didn't want to talk. We talked a lot during those 2 days. About trust, about communication, about how badly I'd screwed up. She told me about Tyler, how he'd been planning this surprise for months, how excited she'd been to introduce us. She showed me text messages between them, him joking about finally meeting the boyfriend, her telling him to be on his best behavior, both of them planning this whole elaborate dinner where I'd find out. She introduced me to Tyler over FaceTime from her hospital bed on Wednesday. He was exactly like Lauren described, funny, warm, completely uninterested in women. Tall guy with dark hair, big smile, the kind of person who makes you feel comfortable immediately. So you're the one who broke my cousin's heart, he said, but he was smiling. I'm the idiot who jumped to conclusions, I said. Yeah, Lauren filled me in. You're lucky Kim's more forgiving than I am. I know. You better treat her right going forward, man. She's been through enough. I will. He nodded, seemed satisfied. Good. Now when are we doing this dinner? I'm only in town until Sunday. We did the dinner that Friday, after Kimberly was released. I cooked, nothing fancy, just pasta and salad, and Tyler brought wine. His boyfriend joined over video call from Phoenix, and we all sat around my dining table like it was the most normal thing in the world. Tyler told embarrassing stories about Kimberly from college. She laughed, swatted at him, told him to shut up. It was easy and comfortable, and I kept thinking about how close I'd come to losing all of this over my own insecurity. The guy who attacked Kimberly got arrested 3 days later. Turns out he'd been hitting people outside that same club for weeks. Security footage from a nearby building caught the whole thing. She had to give a statement to the cops, had to relive it all, but she handled it better than I would have. She's stronger than I gave her credit for. It's been about 6 weeks now. She's healed up physically. Nose is straight again. Bruises are gone. Headaches finally stopped last week. Emotionally, we're still working on it. She's made it clear that I'm on thin ice. One more stunt like that, and we're done. I don't blame her. I deleted Instagram off my phone 2 weeks ago. Not because she asked me to, but because I realized how much I let it mess with my head, how much I read into things that didn't need reading into. If I need to see something, I'll ask her to show me. If I'm worried about something, I'll use my words like an adult instead of spiraling in silence. We're planning a trip together next month. Somewhere quiet, just the two of us. Colorado, maybe, or New Mexico. She says she wants to see if we can rebuild what I almost destroyed. I'm going to spend every day making sure we do. Tyler and I text now, which is weird but good. He sends me memes, asks how Kim's doing, gives me advice when I'm overthinking things. He's become this unexpected voice of reason in my life, which I definitely need. Last week, Kimberly and I were lying in bed, just talking about nothing, and she said, "I'm glad you came to the hospital." Of course I came. You could have stayed away. Could have decided I wasn't worth the trouble. "You're worth everything," I said. She smiled, kissed me softly. "Don't forget that next time you get scared. There won't be a next time. There better not be." And I meant it. I'm done running from things I don't understand. I'm done letting fear make my decisions. Whatever comes next, I'm facing it head on, with her, the way I should have from the start. Edit 1. A few people asked if I'm paying for her medical bills. Her insurance covered most of it, but I've been helping with co-pays and some of the follow-up appointments. She had to see a neurologist twice because of the concussion, and those visits weren't cheap. It's the least I can do considering I wasn't there when it happened. Edit 2. Tyler and I actually get along great now. We've grabbed drinks a couple times when he's in town. He's a solid guy, and he's been weirdly supportive through all this. Says he's rooting for us, that Kim deserves someone who'll fight for her. I'm trying to be that person. Edit 3. To the people saying I should have just trusted her from the start, you're right. I know you're right. I'm working on it. Therapy's helping. I'm learning to communicate instead of assuming, to ask questions instead of shutting down. It's a process, but I'm committed to it.